Hey guys, so today I have a really special guitar to show you. Like a couple of months, like maybe 2-3 months ago, I was in the market to just like look for sort of a high-end acoustic guitar because I didn't really have one. But like we always want to save a little bit of money, right? So that's when I came across the Masterpiece series of limited edition guitars from Cort guitars. This is one of those. I had basically gotten in touch with my guys at Alberto Music in Mumbai, and they had suggested one of these, and I instantly fell in love because look at it. I mean, of course, it wasn't just the looks that I fell in love with, it was also the specs, because I was willing to spend a little more and get myself a Taylor, but then this was like a quarter of the price of a Taylor, like with similar specs. I guess like the only place where Taylor is better is the setup from the factory, but then this is also not bad at all, like you will see in a little bit. So let's start from the headstock area. Now these are the Goto 510 non-locking tuners, but they're 21:1 ratio, so they are incredibly accurate tuners. Like literally it's like accurate to the cent. This right here is a bone nut. Now, I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but the frets are beautifully done. They are completely rounded off by hand. Now, the back of the neck as well, as you can see, is beautiful. I'm not really sure what these are. I'm guessing the walnut and over maple, something like that. But I'm gonna write the specifications in the description box below, so like follow that for that information. Now, if you look closely at the fretboard, you will see that there is a binding within the binding. Then let's come to one of the main reasons why I bought this guitar in the first place. That is the pickup system. It's the LR Bag's Anthem series pickups. Amazing pickup system, one of the best in the business at the moment. And then we got a bone saddle. I believe the bridge is made of ebony, and I also believe the bridge pins are also bone. Now at the back here you have the input jack. Look at that back. Again, the exact wood being used across the guitar, I'm going to write it out in the description below, so just follow that. And then the rosette puzzle here, and then puzzles across the fretboard and all the way up to the headstock. Now when I was trying to buy this guitar and I was looking around for some videos and reviews, I couldn't really find any, so I figured I'd just make one since I own one now, right? So let's start with the setup from the factory. The setup is actually pretty comfortable, like whether you are trying to play some even if you go a little sort of harsh with your technique, this guitar is just gonna take it up like a champ. In terms of intonation, it's actually pretty good. So I just tuned up this guitar using the tuner in Logic Pro X. So here's an E chord, and then that same shape up a whole octave. So it rings out pretty nicely, right? Next, like I said, the fretwork is beautiful on this. Like these frets feel amazing. They're super smooth to play, and they're really nice and shiny actually. You got black dot inlays on top. Like they're just like traditional inlays. You have on the 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, and 12th fret. And then here you have 15th fret and 17th fret. It's got a really nice cutaway over here. And what I like the most about this guitar is actually the size. It's a fairly smaller size acoustic, so because of that, it's actually really comfortable to play. And neither is it really thick. And I'm not sure how much you can really make it out in the camera, but it's actually a really comfortable guitar to play. I also happen to have one of the Sire Larry Carlton acoustics, the A4GS specifically. That is of course a quarter of the price of this guitar, and it did not come as well set up at all. I did get it set up, and after that it's been phenomenal to work with, but it is a little bigger, and when I'm trying to, let's say, solo, or like when I'm trying to just like have some fun and I want to feel the guitar against my body, it's just a little too big, I tend to prefer just strumming out chords or just like accompanying a vocalist with that guitar. But with this guitar, it inspires you to go beyond the whole, traditional, just like. I mean, you can of course do that, it'll like do it like a champ. But at the same time, let's say if you're more of like a jazz player, it does a beautiful job. So as you could hear, it's a pretty balanced guitar in terms of like even if you're going higher on the frets versus playing the same chord down, you know, here. It's a pretty nice and balanced sound, right? So as you could see, like when I was changing these chords, especially when I went all the way from to, you're not necessarily missing out on I mean, yeah, of course the low end is totally out of the question over there, but then it's not sounding empty, if that makes sense. Like it's like the way the guitar rings out, it sort of goes with your playing, you know. Especially if you're a player who does a lot of nice articulations, who focuses a lot on your dynamics, you know, this guitar is just gonna play around with you just fine, and I think you're gonna really feel inspired playing this instrument. Now right now, so far you have been hearing this guitar mixed with the LR Bags pickup system. I'm not even sure how it exactly works. I haven't really dealt with it so much. There are two knobs here and there's a button. As far as I remember, one of the buttons is for your tone control and the other one is for blending between the piezo and the internal microphone, which sound amazing. I believe this little button is sort of phase button in case you have feedback issues on stage, so you just like push that in and it works beautifully. So this pickup system is really straightforward and you do not have to think much at all. If you're like me, who does not like messing around too much with things, this pickup system is just gonna be a godsend to you. I'm just gonna like keep playing a few things and I'll just like interchange between the microphone and like this microphone and the internal microphone. I'll just like mess around with things. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with just the pickup system by itself. I'm gonna turn off this microphone and later on I'm gonna turn on this microphone again and I'm gonna turn off the pickup system so that you hear both. So yeah, that's the Cort Masterpiece limited edition puzzle acoustic guitar. I'm not exactly sure what body shape this is, but yeah, I mentioned all the things that I really liked about it. If you have any further questions, just feel free to comment down below and ask me whatever you want to. And like I mentioned before, all the specifications are in the description box below, which is where you will also find my contact information. I am a full-time music educator. If you want to take private lessons with me for guitar, music theory, ear training, or just you want to learn the kind of stuff I'm doing here, and many more things, get in touch with me and I'll give you all the details. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If this video was helpful, consider sharing this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and also please like the video and maybe write down a comment. That really helps me beat the algorithm. It's a small channel, and hopefully with your support it's gonna become big someday. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.